Okay guys, so real quick I just wanted to do a video to go along with a pretty large article I just posted about AdWords conversion tracking. It's pretty in-depth for, I mean it's still based, geared for beginners, but it's in-depth. I try to cover a lot of different areas and different situations, but definitely check the post out because this video doesn't go anywhere near in depth as the article does. So. And you want conversions. Once you log in and you hit tools up here at the top, you want to go to conversions here, and so you want conversion tracking set up in order to know if your ads are working, if your campaigns are working. I have taken over numerous client accounts where ads have been running for months upon months without conversion tracking set up. So there's just so much. There's a lot of guesswork going on. Well, are my ads really working? They'll pull up Google Analytics and they'll look at their traffic. And sometimes if your traffic is low organically, if you don't have a whole lot of organic traffic coming to your website, well then you can assume that most of the traffic is coming from your ads. But not everyone has that situation, and you just don't want to be doing any guesswork anyway. You want the platform to know, the AdWords platform to know when conversions are happening, because later on when you're more comfortable with the platform, you'll be setting up rules for AdWords, and you'll tell the platform, well, when a conversion happens at a certain, when I can get a conversion at $5, look for more users who look like my current conversions, and go find me more, basically. Let's just put it that way. And the platform doesn't know how to do that unless you're tracking conversions. So you're going to hit this orange button here, plus conversion, and for our this quick video, we're going to do a website conversion, but in the article I cover how to do conversion tracking for apps and phone calls as well. So you'll definitely want to check out the article if you need these two. So for our simple example, we'll just use website. You want to pick a name, and then don't think too hard. Just put it, as long as it's something. Let's just pretend I sell blue widgets. Now let's say my blue widgets cost $50 every time it's bought. I would pick this first here. Each time it happens, the conversion action has the same value. I would pick that, and I'd put $50 in there, and I would be done. That would be, well, we're done with the value section. It'd be, if you only sell one product and it's the same price, or you just don't put a value on the product, your life is really simple when it comes to conversion tracking. It's when, for those that maybe, e-commerce stores, and you sell 100 different products, and each one is a different price, and it varies by every time. And you'd have to pick this middle version, this middle option, and then you have to get a little creative later on. Once the platform gives you the code snippet, you'll have to do a little bit of editing depending on your platform, your website, how your website's built. And in the article we go over that. I go over many different scenarios. So if this is you, definitely check out the article. But for this example, our blue widgets are $50 every time. So hit done. And then we've got count. And this is basically kind of comes down to choice. For me, if I was selling blue widgets at a $50 a pop, I'd probably do all. Now let's say that we sold an information product or an ebook, or 3 different ebooks. Let's put it that way. and one user clicked on our ad, came to our website, and they ended up downloading all 3 of our ebooks. Well, would you like to count that as 3 conversions? And if so, you would pick all. Or do you want to just count that as 1 conversion since it's only 1 person? And if so, you do unique here. And it kind of comes down to your choice, how you want to do that, how you want to track conversions. So for me, I'll do all. Now conversion window, this here, this first one here is, let's say a user sees your ad and they click that ad, they come over to your website and they're on your landing page and they don't want to convert right then. Let's say they want to do a little more research and they take a week or so to do that research, but then they're like, well, you know, I did like those blue widgets. So they just put in the blue widget website right in their browser bar. They come back and they convert and they buy a blue widget. Well, AdWords will track that for you, and you can pick how long you want AdWords to track that. So, you know, if that person took 2 weeks to convert and we had 2 weeks chosen, they would be counted as a conversion eventually. And it kind of comes down to the way you do business. You know, you might already have some data on your users, and you might know that most users, you know, they take 45 days upon first visit to come back and buy. If you don't know, it's probably better just to go up a little higher, or just pick 90 days, just in case. I do recommend looking into figuring out your users, so you know. But then this next section here, this view through conversion window, is for those of you who are on the display network, and that's different than the search network. And I go over both, you know, what both networks are on the website. I'll include that in the notes here in the video. But basically, if someone is browsing the internet, and let's just say they're on CNN, and down at the bottom they happen to see your ad because you're running display network ads. They see your ad, but they don't click on the ad. But 30 days later, or 28 days later, they remember your ad, and they decide to go check out the website, and they manually come to your website. They like what you offer, and they buy a blue widget. Well, we had 30 days picked here, and they came back within 28 days. Well, they're now a conversion. And again, you can pick custom, or you can do 30 days, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. And again, it kind of just depends on your business or how you feel, how you'd like to, track those conversions. So this hasn't always been available, and this is very nice, very valuable. So definitely take advantage of that. And category is just easy. Just pick what your category is. You got other, purchase, let's sign up, lead. Okay, so what we're going to do is once you save this, save and continue, Adwords is going to give you your code snippet. This is the code snippet here. This includes the conversion ID, the conversion label, and you're going to take this, and this needs to go on, oops, sorry about that. So it's saved, but anyway, you're going to take this code, and this code, like it tells you, to install, copy the code in the box below and paste it in between the body tags of the page you'd like to track. Okay? So here's what's important. You don't want this on every page of your website. You only want it on the very last page that the user sees after downloading or purchasing a product. So, you know, that's how AdWords, the platform, knows that a conversion has happened, because that code snippet will fire once the user lands on that thank you page. So it's very important to remember that it does not go on in the footer of your website. I see that quite a bit too, is it accidentally gets put in the footer, and that means every single page that a user is on, AdWords is counting that as a conversion. So you log into AdWords and one day, and all of a sudden you have 500 conversions, and you freak out. You're happy at first, but then you freak out, and you're like, no, this isn't right. Well, that's because it counted every page as a conversion. So just be very clear. I want to be clear and make sure that you know it goes on the thank you page, the very last page that user sees. So, and that's it, guys. And once you have that in there, you can start your campaigns, and you'll know that you'll be able to actually track which campaigns are performing. So we'll leave it at that for the video. But like I said, the article goes really in depth, and I try to cover a lot of different scenarios. But if there's something missing in there that you'd like help with, don't hesitate to let me know, and I'll add to it. Thanks, guys.